All right, guys, welcome back to Geekly Review.
Yeah, so this week's video game segment, we're talking about Super Mario Odyssey for the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, so here we go. So like we said, this week on video games, we're talking about Mario Odyssey for the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah.
So what'd you think about it?
Dude, Odyssey, man, this game's fun. This game's super fun.
Yeah, it's a good one. So basically the story for this one is Bowser, again, kidnaps Princess Peach, but... yeah, who would have thunk? But yeah, so he kidnaps her again, and this time he's planning a wedding, and he's going from planet to planet, getting all the necessary items, I guess he feels he needs for the wedding.
Yeah.
And Mario's chasing him down with his little hat
Cappy.
friend. Yeah, Cappy.
Yeah, Cappy.
And so yeah, they're going to each planet he visits as well with the little hat spaceship thingy, and you collect moons to power your spaceship, and that's basically the whole game.
Yeah, the main plot of it. But yeah, this game's cool, man. This brings back the elements of that we all love, man. The
Like
3D,
Mario
the
64.
3D Mario, that Mario 64, that feeling of it is so, yeah, man.
This game is so fun. It was definitely a good attribute it brought to the Nintendo Switch for a Mario game.
For sure.
It wasn't your same run-of-the-mill side scroll that they've been doing with the Nintendo Wii or the Wii U. It just, I don't know, it kind of opened up a whole new door for what Mario games are potentially going to be like in the future. I feel like it's...
Yeah, it's cool because they're not necessarily like full-blown level-based like 64 was, like jumping into a painting and doing like level, but it's basically you just go to the planet and it's a free-for-all.
Yeah,
Like,
and you're trying to hunt for moons is basically the whole point. But like what you do to get the moons and the side quests you can do and the amount of moon, like you can get more than just the required moons it takes to power your spaceship.
Oh,
you can
for sure.
It takes 20 to power your ship. There's like 120 moons in that little area. So
Could be, yeah. There's a lot in each level has tons. Some have obviously more than others. Some bigger than others.
you can dress Mario now. He has different costumes in this one.
A whole bunch of cool, fun costumes to have.
You can put the little dog, and
Yeah,
I thought that was a fun little feature.
that's awesome. The interactions with each planet's like inhabitants are really cool.
The Mexican skeletons, they were kind of fun.
Yeah, is that the whole like Day of the Dead,
Dia de los Muertos, yeah.
Yeah, what was that? That was the desert level, right?
Yep.
The big desert world. That's a big one.
And just let's talk about
So
that
much-
actually. The worlds, like the different scenery.
Okay. Yeah, this game's beautiful, man.
The Nintendo Switch looks amazing. Between Breath of the Wild and what we've seen in Mario Odyssey, those have been the two real big ones so far. But God, those games look amazing.
Yeah, for sure.
And even like the mechanics in each level. So like one of the levels is you're on the moon and your jumping is actually like if you were on
The gravity. Yeah. Yeah, he jumps high, and you have to kind of when you're fighting the boss battles, you have to adapt to that gravity, like with his jumps and his landing.
What are they called? The physics in the game are fun, and like this whole new feature to where you throw the hat at an enemy and you become the enemy now. So Mario's basically just possessing characters. But it's fun. You can possess a T-Rex.
A T-Rex, all the kind of the main villains that you play, like, that you've played through since the beginning, you take over Bullet Bills, Goombas, those little caterpillar things.
Even like a gecko, I think in one level you can take over a gecko and you can glide.
Like a flying squirrel type of thing. Is that what it was? Like a flying. It was
like a flying gecko. Yeah, I don't know. It's like a flying lizard.
The Hammer Brothers. You can be a Hammer Brother now.
Oh yeah. Just spam the hammer throw.
The football charging guy in one of the levels. You take over him.
It's such a fun game. Is there anything you didn't like about it?
Oh, there's not a single thing I didn't like about this game, man. It's fun. I'm still initially I think I played through. I'd play through each level kind of. I'd play like a little bit more than what was required to go. That's kind of how I played it.
Okay.
So I played a world that I was like, you can see all I need is this many moons, but I'm like, I'm just gonna I'll play a little bit to, not enough to where like I get bored of it like immediately.
Mm-hmm.
So once I was like, okay, I'm kind of done with this for right now. I'll move on to the next world. That's kind of how I played it until I got through the main story. And then I haven't touched it for a while until we decided we were going to do it for this week.
So you picked it up again?
So I picked it up again this week and was just playing it instantly, like right off the bat, like finding moons.
Yeah, so how did you play it? Like what? Because the Switch allows you to play these games with multiple like controllers.
Oh, yeah.
So what controls did you use?
I think I mostly just used the Pro controller.
Oh, did you? Yeah, I used, what are they called? Basically the nunchucks almost.
Yeah, the Switch's version of that. Yeah,
so I use those, and they actually, if you do it that way, you get different mechanics on how to do Mario's little moves and stuff like that.
Yeah, that uses the motion controls a lot more into this.
That's how I played it. It was a lot of fun, actually.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't as bad as like Skyward Sword was with the Wii, and trying to use that motion control. This is way better. You still have the analog stick and the jumps. It's just some like the wrist actions and stuff like that.
Yeah,
just do special moves.
Like tossing the hat, the twirly hat type thing. Okay. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, this one, I don't know. I guess I just kind of took a laid back approach, just kind of chilled, played with the
Pro. I mean, either way, it's an enjoyable game. How did you feel about the actual humans inside the Mario universe?
Yeah, all right. So, we can talk about that world. New Donk City?
Yeah.
New Donk City was really interesting, man. It was really cool. It's obviously a take on the original Donkey Kong. It was back then. It was all like construction zone, right? So New Donk City is the completed city of that whole game, basically.
I did not know that. That's awesome.
That was nice. What that is. So that was the creation of that. Yeah, man, dude, that's a lot of fun. Everything was you're riding cars, mopeds like around the thing.
Yeah, and you find out Mario's a little dwarf pixie type creature now and not really a human because they have actual humans in the game, and Mario's like really tiny compared to them.
Yeah,
and, like we mentioned like the T-Rex earlier, it's an actual like T-Rex. It's not like a Mario World T-Rex. It's like what Jurassic Park would draw a T-Rex.
Oh yeah, it's like a more realistic T-Rex. Each one had different things, man.
Like just one of the realism in this game. Like there's actual real life like characters. They care about like the drawings and the animation. It's like they said they have real life people, which is in that level you hear the main theme song.
In New Donk City, yeah. It's like a jazz band. It's kind of
like that.
Yeah, that whole thing. It's almost like a 1950s, 1960s.
Yeah, everyone's dressed up in suits.
In suits, fedora hats.
Taxi cabs everywhere.
You obviously can dress up Mario in a suit and a fedora hat that whole time. Yeah, each world has a major theme, kind of.
Yeah.
And you can dress him like that, like the one with the De Los Muertos. You get him like the little poncho type of thing and sombrero.
Do put him in a poncho and sombrero. That's great. And they kind of require you to do it too, because when you do that, you actually unlock a door, because they won't let you in unless you dress like them.
Yeah,
you get another moon.
Yep. That's cool, man. Everything was like, I love the samurai costume was one of my favorites.
Oh yeah,
I love the samurai costume. That's Bowser's World, and this one is kind of like an old time, like a feudal Japan, like
Ninja Turtles 3 samurai costume.
Like that old. That was cool. That was a cool take on Bowser's Castle in this game.
The boss fights were fun.
Boss fights are crazy good in this one.
Even the Bowser fight was a lot of fun. I mean, like the very, very end fight is, I don't know, I guess it ended sooner than I wanted it to. I thought there would be more. And there wasn't. I was kind of disappointed just because the game is so enjoyable to play. You wish that there was more levels. You wish that it continued to go on.
And it does a little bit. Maybe not story wise, but it.
There's definitely extras.
You beat it, and there's the special unique reveal of the old Peach's castle. And you have that. You have Yoshi in that one. They introduce Yoshi in there. You take over Yoshi with the cap, and you play around with him. That's really fun. In that world, like they have throwbacks. So like the power moons in that one look like the stars from 64, and you can get the costume that makes them look like Mario 64.
Yeah, there's so much nostalgia in this game as well.
You replay all the bosses in that world. Like you go through the different things and you find that there's the paintings, and the paintings of the boss, and you jump into it like in
just
64,
like 64,
and you play like a little harder version of the bosses. That was cool. That's the stuff I didn't do until like this week. I just picked it up and I was just exploring again. The moon has a whole backside to it, so that opens up a whole new section to the moon. Yeah, man, there's just so much to do on this, and I mean, I still probably haven't found I maybe found a third of the moons in this game.
Not even close for me either. I definitely need to spend more time just searching and hunting and exploring.
I barely have just over 300. I
think
the
gameplay
right
is ridiculous. Like you did not run out of things to do.
It is definitely a game where you can you play it for a while, pick it back up later, and you're just like, it's like you don't miss anything. Like you just hop right back into it. Like nothing's like you just get.
And like I said, the mechanics in this game, the physics, the way you can jump in this game, where you can utilize the hat and like double jumps and wall jumps and the hat and just combo everything. And Mario can basically get to anywhere he wants to.
Yeah, and then with the combinations of taking over other characters that get to other places where you couldn't. And they throw little bits of everything. You nostalgic even all the way up until the original Mario. There's little segments where you go into a 2D segment.
You go into the little tunnel thing and it takes you into the 2D segment.
Like a 2D segment. Mario. You look like the original Mario and it goes through like that. There's bits and pieces.
And this is just like the in-game play, like to get from like one point of the level to the next. So it's not like it's like a special little arcade mode. No, it's like actually in the level where you need to go and become original Mario to get to the next segment.
Yeah, and
so I mean the levels are fun. They can be difficult at times, but also like not too difficult where it's like frustrating. It's always enjoyable. I think it's a good balance.
For sure, they definitely have unique. They have definitely all the original, like the tropes of most of the Mario, like your water levels, your lava levels, but they're like different takes on them, and it's really cool. Snow levels, like the lava levels of this game is like it was like a cooking world.
That's right. That was awesome.
Literally, like everything's like soup, but like super hot soup, but that's like the equivalent of like lava in this game. Like,
and then you fight like the bosses are no longer Bowser's kids, like a flying ship full of bunnies.
Yeah, the
really mad.
Broodals. The Broodals, and that's cool. It's this little.
I thought that was a cool little, like, it's new. I haven't seen them before. They're kind of a new little boss that kind of help out Bowser.
People, and with Mama Broodal, is there whatever, like the giant. She's like a giant one with the giant chain chomp on a chain.
Oh yeah, that
she throws at you.
The boss are just so fun.
All of them are unique, man. Just everything between. I mean, there's one where, you fight a boss as, like, a tank. You take over a tank and you fight a boss.
This game is just endless enjoyment from start to finish. I loved every second of playing it. People who watched me play it were amazed and, didn't want me to stop playing while they were watching me play. It's like, this game is, I don't know. The Switch, Nintendo has done very, very good so far with the Switch with this game since released. Mario and Breath of the Wild. No complaints for me.
Yeah, man. We'll get to... I'm almost done with Breath of the Wild after a year or more later, but I'll get through it.
That game is amazing.
Yeah, dude. Just Mario Odyssey, man. It brings back just the fun of Mario. It brings... and that's not even saying, like, I've, fallen off Mario. I've enjoyed all the Mario games that they've come out.
So have I.
Yeah, man. Those new Super Mario Brothers were always fun.
Mario 3D Land was so fun.
The other ones were fun. Like, I haven't even... Yeah. I've never really even fallen off the Mario train.
That game has one of the hardest levels I've ever played in my entire life for a Mario game. Especially when you're playing in a group, because it was three of us playing, and you... Oh my god, it's so hard.
I mean, those were fun. Like, different things. So I always like those, but this one brings you back to... just that old time, like that. It's got a lot of that nostalgic Mario. Yeah, man. A nostalgic feel to it, man. So Mario Odyssey is definitely really cool, really fun.
Yeah, I loved it. Great game. If you haven't played it, definitely check it out. If you have played it, comment below. Let us know what you guys think about it. Alright guys, so that does it for our Mario Odyssey review for the Nintendo Switch. Remember to like and subscribe if you want to see videos just like this one.
Yeah, and of course, please follow us on Twitter. Our handle is @geekly_review. And like always, thanks for watching.
Yeah, see you guys.